It's our first show of June, and welcome to it. I'm Tyler Glen, and this is the show about food and fun places in the mayhem of life, and Canada's team in the Stanley Cup final and a fog advisory to start our first show in June. Good morning. Hope you had a great weekend. It was a busy one. We will circle back and recap all the fun stuff that was happening locally over the weekend with pictures and video that is shared with the show. And, of course, Oilers fans, we got to put up with a little bit of chest thumping today from Oilers fans. The Oilers are going to the final. Oilers fans are happy. McJesus did it. Of course, we'll touch on that. And still with hockey, boy, you know what? The one thing that hockey players don't do after they're playing in the NHL is they don't go into modeling. We're going to take a look at some of the most messed up faces in hockey. It's some pretty disturbing stuff. Most of these pictures are old. They decided that it was probably best to be wearing some helmets and some face guards after a few years. And, man, dentists must love hockey because it's good for business. A lot of these guys don't even have teeth. It's pretty scary stuff. Pumpkins. They look like pumpkins. We'll take a look at that. Also, we're going to take you on a tour of the first free grocery store in Canada. And, you know, what's interesting is that it is not that far from us. And no, your stream is not steering you wrong, and it is not fake news. This is the first of its kind. It's called a free grocery store. Now, it's part of the food bank program, and it's set up exactly like another supermarket. And so much so, we'll take you on a video tour of it later on in the show, and we'll tell you it's just a few hours' drive from Brandon. And it's free. Did I mention that it's free? And next to free is cheap. We'll talk about the cheapest fast food meal in all of North America. We've got that for you. The show is going to be easy on the pocketbook today. And we'll also talk about robots bringing food to your table. And there is a new number 2 soda. Coke is still number 1. Coke is the most preferred soda on the planet. But number 2, the silver medalist, got moved out of the way over the weekend for the first time, I think ever, potentially. And we'll tell you what the second most popular soda is on the planet next to Coca-Cola. That's coming up a little bit later. But first, let's deal with the fog. It's starting to lift, and actually Roads are getting a lot better than when I first opened this up this morning. Your weather and road update brought to you by voicemanusa.com. Your first class ride from Brandon to Winnipeg is on voicemanusa.com. Call 204-730-2333. They'll get you through the fog, no problem. Now, the fog in its entirety should be gone by the time you get to work this morning. Still quite thick at 16 and 10. There is a fog advisory in effect from Environment Canada. That should lift, like I say, around 9 o'clock this morning. But fog at times can be rather thick, especially in low-lying areas. So if you're just about ready to hit the road or you're scrolling through and about ready to cruise on into work, make sure you give yourself just a little bit of extra time to get to where you're going today as we tend with this fog. Now, we've got Manitoba Summer Fair starting this week, and so weather is on a lot of people's minds. What's going to be a good day to go to the fair? What's going to be a good day for short lineups? The shortest lineups will be Wednesday because it'll be raining Wednesday and 17. The longest lineups, Saturday and Sunday. Looks like it's going to be a picture-perfect weekend for the fair, at least at this point, with quite a lot of time still to go before the weekend. And you and I both know things could change dramatically between now and the weekend. So we'll just kind of watch this, but it looks pretty good right now. Saturday and Sunday, sunshine, 27 degrees both days, which still not at 30. It's day 288. I hope we're getting close to our first 30. It'll come. Someone was saying on the weekend, probably around Country Fest, we'll get our first 30. And then a big storm. And, I guess that's what comes with those 30s. This is how things look across North America this morning. And it's a nice morning right across the continent as Oilers fans wake up to sunshine and happy thoughts. And, man, can you imagine being an Oilers fan? God, my teams never win, never get a championship. I guess I'm going to jump on the bandwagon. I did live in Alberta for a year. So I guess, I could they could squeeze over and make a little bit of room for me on the bandwagon. I was there a year. Oh, the must have place to be is Edmonton. And according to a recent survey, actually, from Remax, of people who are looking to move in 2024, this is crazy. 45% of those looking to move in 2024 in Vancouver are looking to leave Vancouver and move to Edmonton. 45% of those moving in Vancouver would like to go to Edmonton. This is before they won yesterday. It gets worse. Toronto, 51% want to move to Edmonton. They want to. It's part of that is because the price of housing is just far too expensive in those two cities. But it was interesting that both Vancouver and Toronto picked Edmonton as the place to go. Maybe it has something to do with a winning hockey team. I don't know. Let's take a look at who we got in chat to welcome aboard this morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. If you were taking in the Kinsman car races, if you were over at Shayna Strong, if you were garage sailing it this weekend, wherever you were, hope you had a great weekend. Good morning and welcome aboard. It is good to see you this morning, and let's see who we've got in chat. Tasha and Road Reverend Karen in early this morning, and we say good morning to you all on Twitch this morning. Good to see you. Welcome. Sharon Pierce is here on Twitch as well. Good morning, as well as Quentin, KDD4380, also on Twitch. Welcome aboard. Andrea is on TikTok, along with Susan, Karen, and Doug, also on TikTok this morning. Good morning to you. And welcome aboard. We've got Janine Fleury-Urbanovich joining us on Facebook this morning. We got Nick also on Facebook. Good day, all. Man, it's been a while. Haven't been here since May. It's our first show of June. Oh, good morning. A nice little coffee emoji there from Andrea. Good morning, Andrea. Zumba Bernice is here. Good morning to our TGS friends. Trev Webb is here too. Happy Monday. Bombers play this week, Trev. I think it's Montreal. Is that regular season yet? Or is that still exhibition? I like it when hockey and football are crossing over like this. Only in Canada can you have hockey and football on at the same time. Cindy is here on Twitch. Good morning to you, Cindy. Nice to see you. Ryan is here too on Twitch. Nick says, I noticed the fireworks are on Friday this year as opposed to the usual Wednesday. I hadn't noticed. That's probably better. I'm thinking it's going to make for bigger crowds, I'm thinking. probably easier for people to come out on a Friday. Megan is here on Facebook. Good morning to you, Megan. Good to see you, and hope you had a great weekend. Trev Webb, we have to back on their Canadian team, and they have the most Canadians on the team. The Oilers or Florida? We have to back on their Canadian team. I'm assuming you mean Edmonton. It's got to be Edmonton. Edmonton's Canada's team. That's who we got to cheer for. Florida, I don't think Florida should even have a damn hockey team. Are you kidding me? Having Florida in the Stanley Cup final is kind of like having the Saskatoon Polar Bears in the beach volleyball gold medal game, or the Saskatoon Polar Bears as part of the surfing team competition, making it to the final. You're like, Saskatoon isn't anywhere near the ocean, and it's not warm in Saskatoon. What's going on? Come on, Florida. Oh, go sports. Go sports. Janine Fleury-Urbanovich. Oh, already into the GT. I got to kind of circle back to that. Rhonda's here this morning with some sunshine emoji. Good morning, Rhonda. Hope you have a great week and had a fun weekend. Trev versus regular home game Thursday. Get your tickets now. I'm not. Oh, he must be talking about the Bombers now. Foggy morning this morning. Yes, indeed. It is. It is a foggy morning, and it is foggy in more ways than one. People are just like, oh, hockey game last night. I'm tired. We have to back our Canadian team, says Trev. Yes, like the Boston Pizza ad says, it's time to put all our other jerseys away and get behind Edmonton because, oh, my God, was 1993 the last time a Canadian team won the Stanley Cup? That's brutal. That's brutal. The Dominican Republic has made it to the World Series, baby. Yeah. Puerto Rico is at the big game. Canada is the Puerto Rico of hockey. We give them all the players. They get all our players. When do we get to go to the show? Finally. After 31 years, maybe, just maybe, the Stanley Cup will come to a Canadian team. Now, I have to admit, last year when Vegas won it, we had a lot of local players, local coaching staff and stuff from our area in Manitoba. And so it was kind of like a Canadian Stanley Cup win, to be honest with you. Probably as close as we're ever going to get, I'll be honest with you. You know, like Winnipeg's never going to win the Stanley Cup. So that was really cool last year. And it came to our town. We had, appearances all over our area. It was really cool. So Edmonton could win it. I don't think we've got any Manitoba players on the Oilers roster. Someone will correct me, I'm sure. Janice is here. Janice Huberto. Good morning, Janice. Janice joining us on Facebook this morning. Nick says, or the Rough Riders in the Grey Cup. Oh, the Rough Riders always win the Grey Cup. They're sick of it. They're sick of it. Riders are just like, we should let somebody else win the Grey Cup this year. Hey, Molly, good morning. Hope you had a great weekend. Welcome aboard. Let's get right into the good thing. Let's do it. Yesterday's good thing. I'm sure there's an Oilers fan or two that'll want to say their good thing was I got through a movie on the weekend with my family. If you've got family members that are over a certain age, it's tough to get together, agree on a movie, and then be able to sit through it. And you're going to laugh at the movie that we watched because you're going to say, Tyler, you are so far behind on everything, and I am. I watched La La Land on the weekend. And it was pretty good. It was just really good. I thought it was a good show. No wonder it had so many Oscar nominations. But boy, Hollywood has even changed since then. But it was nice to be with the family watching a movie all together. It's been years, literally years, that we could all sit down and agree on a movie to watch together. Janine Fleury-Urbanovich, GT, good thing. Hubby and I put up a new gazebo this weekend, and we're both still here to tell. Yeah! Translated, if you want to test your marriage, do a home renovation or a home project. Without the aid of any drugs or alcohol to help quell any tempers that might flare. And I think that's what Janita's saying. That good for you guys. That's awesome. The gazebo is up. The marriage is still together. Good job, guys. GT, yesterday's good thing is a way to start the show on a positive note. We like to start with a little bit of positive news from folks. Could be big, could be small. Usually Monday is quite busy because you get to pull on the whole weekend. Tuesdays are really the kind of the big challenge in this little feature that we have on the show. But, yeah, it's GT, good thing. What was the good thing that happened to you over the weekend? What did you do that was awesome? What did you do that was that's putting you in a good mood this morning as we look back at your weekend? Molly says, GT, Friday I went to hang out with my boyfriend's sister all day and did an 11-mile bike ride. And yesterday I got to go fishing. Jeez, Molly. Damn, I haven't been fishing. I'm so jealous. I want to go fishing. I haven't been fishing in years. That's my kind of hobby, you know. Line goes in the water, you just sit there. There's not much exertion involved. Not like golf. You still have to walk. You have to carry your club sometimes. I'm looking for my ball. You know, I have tried swinging my club from the cart as I'm driving. They frown on that for some reason. It's just kind of stupid. But I'm a lazy athlete, so I am jealous of you, Molly. That is awesome. Did you catch anything? Doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. It's a time spent. That is fantastic. What a GT. Good job. Good job. Thanks for sharing. Nick says, GT, I was able to enjoy some live music on Friday over at Knox United featuring Prairie Blend and Women in History. That's a nice way to start the weekend. Good job. Good job. Thanks for sharing, Nick. Yesterday's good thing, starting with some positivity. Karen Cooey is here. Good morning, Tyler and everyone. Hi, Karen. It's a Monday. Folks are late coming in. Oh, my gosh. Everybody had a good weekend. It is a slow start to the Monday. That's okay. That's okay. Get your coffee. Get it all heated up. Get in front of your little screen. Type in GT spent. Yellow Jacket says, spent to visit with my granddaughter for 2 days. So precious. Very nice. Oh, wow. KDD 4380. GT got a new fence. And now the backyard looks great. That's awesome. And you can charge admission to people who want to come and see your yard. No. Excuse me, security. Security's here. I have a new fence. If you'd like to see my beautiful yard, you must pay. You must pay the gatekeeper. Because I have a fence to keep the KDD family safe and secure. And as soon as we get fancy, we get an English accent because we sound extra super snobby. We don't look over the fence. Please mind your own business. Quentin says, GT took the kids out to the seasonal. Very good. They made some buddies. And they took off. Isn't that the way it should be? They took off. He didn't see him all weekend. The freedom we had as kids. Not a screen in sight, and bikes were laying all over the place. Oh, yeah. Doing it up 80s style. Oh, yeah. I could just hear some Journey playing in the background, along with maybe a rerun of He-Man, Masters of the Universe. Dale Christensen on TikTok. Good to see you. Oh, Andrea says, went to the camper, relaxed by the fire after helping out the fierce female hockey camp. Very nice, Andrea. Very good. The fierce female hockey camp. I saw the first female coach in the NHL. It's going to be an assistant with Seattle. This coach, I don't know if I think they're in negotiations. She'll be the first. She's currently a coach, I believe, in Europe. I should really know more about this before I start yakking about it. But why it stood out in my mind, as Andrea triggered this for me, is that she's from Moosomin. And she'll be like the first female coach in the NHL on a roster, and it would be an assistant with Seattle. And she's from Moosomin. And that's in our area. That's cool. Very cool. Oh, and by the way, speaking of go women, Mexico voted their first Mexican president in, a female president. They did it before Canada, the United States. Yay, Mexico! Way to go! While the rest of us are all scrapping and fighting up here in Mexico. Hold my cerveza. Ah, gringo. We'll vote in a woman. You guys are so slow. Yeah, you're so slow. Road Reverend GT, Shayna's strong event went well. Decent turnout. The wind was causing chaos. Oh, those bouncing inflatables. Oh, yes. Very nice. Very nice. Got some pictures of that, actually. Oh, it looks like Road Reverend might have sent some in, too. Lots of good things happening on the weekend. Holy cow. Look at it come now. Karen Ends GT went to the Mosaic Birdhouse craft session with my daughter on Saturday, and then we had friends over for a barbecue supper. Nice. Nice. Trev Webb says, had a great weekend with my lovely wife. Happy anniversary, dear. Oh! Happy anniversary to Mrs. Trev Webb. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. I thought I heard some weird noises from over in that direction. That explains everything. Happy anniversary. Local law enforcement has some noise ordinance questions for you today, gentlemen. Ladies. Zumba Bernice GT shared bevies and laughs in our friend's backyard Saturday. Nice. Tosh says, over at the Riverbank Discovery Center with the girls. I had a great walk. They were there on a beautiful day, and the backyard is all cleaned up, looking great. Well done. Holy cow for GT. Cindy now says GT went to a few yard sales, spent the night at the lake. That is fantastic. Ryan says cleaned up the yard at the seasonal with the wife and made her a nice flower bed for her. Oh, you get the winner's bell. You get the winner's bell. Hey, Santo Pereri on TikTok. See, when you do something nice like that, it just comes right back to you. Hey, Ryan, another one with the noise ordinance call. I made you a flower bed. It's a flower bed of love. Yes. Happy anniversary. Thanks for all the good things. Holy cow. That's the way to start the week, with a little bit of positivity. Thank you so much for yesterday's good thing. Remember, it's not just rinse and repeat. I know these days kind of roll into each other. I can't believe that we're into our first show in June. Where the heck did May go? It's our first show in June. These days kind of roll into each other, and that's why it's always good to just kind of be on the lookout for good things happening all over the place, because God knows there's all kinds of crappy stuff going on in the world these days, and that's why we like to start the show with yesterday's good thing. And thanks for all that stuff. Hey, with Dad's Day coming in fast, don't forget Natural Elements. That's the Epsom Float place. It's a great chance for you to get a gift card for Dad. Now, we did this on Mother's Day. Father's Day, same thing. Call Natural Elements. Go visit them at 2940 Victoria Avenue. Dad could use some relief on those achy bones and sore muscles. A 60-minute Epsom salt float would be perfect for Dad, or perfect for the dad in your life. They also do massage therapy. They've got halo therapy there. They've got all kinds of services. Go to floataway.ca. If Dad is stressed, Dad is sore, and most dads are because they're working pretty hard, you're going to want to give them a gift card to Natural Elements brand. And again, floataway.ca or at 2940 Victoria Avenue. You've always got time for Tim Hortons. Oh, they're getting close to having those renovations wrap up. It'll be just a few more days, and they'll be done over on 18th Street, but they are never done making you those delicious flatbread pizzas. Oh, I love the bacon, everything. Science has a bite of bacon in every single slice that you get of bacon, everything. They've also got chicken parmesan, pepperoni, and simply cheese served hot out of the oven, and you can wash that down with the new caramel ice cap or the Oreo double stuffed ice cap, and 2 new sparkling quencher flavors, mango starfruit and wild berry hibiscus. And the new tiramisu cold brew, too. Tim Hortons, with 10 locations to serve you in Brandon, Virton, Neepawa, Dauphin, and Moosomin. And don't forget, we will be taking the show on the road live a week from Friday for our special Dad's Day Smile Zone, Smile Cookie, super amazing, Smile Sunshine Extravaganza. It's a long title for the show, but it's going to be fun. Dauphin, we're coming. We're coming to the Tim Hortons in Dauphin, and I look forward to seeing you a week from Friday. And Leon's Furniture Superstore, if you are looking for some furniture, appliances, and electronics, please see my friends at Leon's Furniture Superstore. The No Money Miracle is on. They had a flash sale on mattresses over the weekend, and that is wrapped up. Hopefully you had a chance to take advantage of that. If not, the No Money Miracle is on. Don't pay till 2026 with 0% interest and no monthly payments. You can get up to 50% off on some of these couches and love seats, like the Haven Dual Power Reclining Sofa. $2,600 reclining sofa is a power recliner. You got to plug this couch in. $2,600 on for $1,299. 50% off and no money required. That's why they call it the No Money Miracle at Leon's, 3635 Victoria Avenue in Brandon, or you can shop at leons.ca. The Edmonton Oilers are going to the show, the big show. Yes. The Edmonton Oilers have done it.
The Edmonton Oilers are headed to the Stanley Cup Final. It's a 2-1 victory in Game 6 that crowns this team Western Conference champions.
Unbelievable. Like when the puck went out there and there was 2 seconds left, I don't think I've ever heard a louder building in my career. So it's just awesome. You see the fans, you see like everybody staying afterwards.
Nice beard.
To
playoff
really
beards going strong for everybody.
We got more in store for them here. So they've been awesome all playoffs, all year. Like they always show up for us. So definitely fed off that crowd tonight.
Oh, nice family photo there.
Unbelievable. It's hard to put into words, really. I mean, they just keep getting louder and louder every year, and every series, every game. It's nice to be able to do this in front of them tonight, and I mean we rally behind their support.
There's McLovin.
The Oilers scored 2 power play goals in the second period, and that was all that was needed from them as Stuart Skinner came up with a big performance and made 34 saves.
Well, first off, he was unbelievable tonight. We're not sitting up here talking about a win if it wasn't for him.
Oh, there he is. There's McLovin over there. Connor McLovin.
He was
some
unbelievable.
call him McJesus.
I
like the McJesus shirts that are going around.
Goalie, but he's gone through so much. I keep saying this. A lot of people doubt him. A lot of people don't say the nicest things.
Let's go, Oilers.
He's an elite goaltender.
Okay, so
league,
Dallas
really
is gone. Okay, I love the sports
that,
interviews. We played 60 minutes. We got it done. We just got to stick together. We got a cliche. They won the game. They're going to the final. How does it feel? It feels great. It feels amazing. I just have never felt like this before. Of course you haven't, because this is something that does not happen very often. Canadian team is in the Stanley Cup final, and although Montreal did it in 2021, that wasn't a real season. That was a COVID abbreviated season. There's a big asterisk on there, and it's Montreal. Don't get me started on Montreal. So Edmonton is Canada's team in the Stanley Cup final. First game is on Saturday against Florida. You should see the mayhem that was going on in Edmonton when fans were celebrating that big win. We'll take you there in just a second. First, let's go on our first beach break of the morning. Let's go a little further south. We're actually going to go to Mexico, where they are celebrating their first female president. And boy, this is a beautiful shot of the Royal Sands in Cancun. Look at this. Oh, good morning, Cancun. Good morning, Mexico. Oh, yeah. Some beach time for us, and we'll be back with more in just a second. Thanks for being here on a Monday, gang. So lots of people still sleeping. Come on, you guys. It's time to tackle another week. It's our first week of June, our first show in June. Good morning, Lindy. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. All that sunshine is beautiful. We've got fog in southwestern Manitoba. Actually, it's across most of Manitoba and even into Saskatchewan this morning. There is a fog advisory. This fog should lift a little bit later this morning. Taking you outside, though, you can see that the fog is thick in areas, especially 1610 at Menadosa, still rather thick there. And 10 south and 283 at Pipestone is showing on the camera that it's still thick and visibility is reduced significantly there. Now, if you are headed to Winnipeg, not so bad there. Number 1 East Eli. And it looks as if the 16 at Arden is a little bit better. So around the Neepawa region, I would think that fog is a little bit better. Now on the radar, not seeing much in the way of precipitation, although there is a little bit of rain in Saskatchewan this morning. In our forecast, we are calling for some late day showers, possibly a thunder shower. And again, your weather and road update brought to you by voicemanusa.com. Your first class ride from Brandon to Winnipeg is on voicemanusa.com. Call 204-730-2333. People wondering about the Manitoba Summer Fair forecast. Wednesday would be the day for the shortest lineups. Rain in 17. Longest lineups will come Saturday and Sunday. Looks like a perfect weekend for the fair. Sunshine at 27 maybe for the weekend. Taking a look at our air temperature map across the continent this morning, it looks a little like this. Then we'll scoop back up to Edmonton where people are going crazy. Crazy over the wind. Oh, you know it, right? You know it. At least they didn't do like Vancouver did. We won. Let's trash our city. Yeah. No, don't be doing that. Woohoo! Let's horns are honking all over.
Go, baby! Go, baby! Whoa, we got this!
Do you got this? Do you got this though? Okay. Somebody get married. What's going on here? Just a little bit of celebration, jubilation. Somebody who's new to the country is going, what it's my first day in Canada. What's going on here? What has just happened? Go sports! Oh, such a nice release, hey? Such a night to be able to be happy and cheering. I'm just here for the pictures. The fire truck is right by. We're trying to get to a fire, guys. Can you get the hell out of the way, please? Anyway, yeah, the whole city was like horns honking, people waving flags, understandably so. Caution on your way to work today. If you have somebody at work who is an Oilers fan, chances are they may be rubbing it in your face. They are Canada's team. It is official. They are Canada's team as the Stanley Cup final starts on Saturday against Florida. Also in the news this morning, I wanted to share some pictures. The Jay Stone, buddy, Jay Stone, radio buddy. Some pictures from the game last night. He's pretty happy. There's some fans. Shaky Jakey. Yeah. Holy cow. Oilers win. That's a great shot right there. Shaking hands. Imagine being in that crowd. Wow. Oilers advance. Yeah. Happy Egg Day today. It's also Egg Day. So make sure you get some eggs in you. Good morning to our egg producers. And how do you like your egg? How do you like your eggs? If you had to pick one, if I'm treating to eggs today, how do you like your eggs? I like how Andrea says she likes them the Cadbury style. That's not an option. How do you like your eggs? Soft-boiled? That's okay. Omelet? Yeah, it's okay. That's all right. Hard-boiled, sunny side up, poached, over-boiled, over-easy, or over-hard. Who likes that? I like them sunny side up, hot and runny. Hot and runny. That's the way I got to have them. Mary says scrambled with cheddar cheese. Quentin says deviled. Oh, why did I know he was going to say that? Because it's not up there. He's lying, though. You're not going to have a deviled egg for breakfast. Come on now. Tosh, boiled. Molly says any. I might be with Molly. I don't think there's any of these that I couldn't eat. Which one don't I like? Poached. Poached seems stupid. Cindy likes poached and deviled. Yeah, I'm not a big poached egg guy. Pickled. Oh, okay. Another one that's not on there. Okay, nice. I guess if you had to pick from the... Let me just be more specific with the instructions. Picking from the choices provided, which one do you like the best? Nick says omelet. Tammy says overboiled. Ugh. Judy says scrambled. Shalena says soft. Tracy says poached soft. Ugh. I don't know what it is with poached. Poached eggs are kind of gross. Chris says that I'll take my eggs any which way. Scrambled is my go-to, but also soft, poached, or sunny side up for dipping your toast. Also, egg salad sandwiches are awesome. See, and this is why the question is so difficult to answer, because eggs are a popular food, and they're delicious. Most people like eggs. And if you had to pick one, there's so many ways you can have them, but if you had to pick one, people have a hard time. It's just not going to happen. People can't pick one way to love their eggs. See, Mary Lou even says, scrambled or hard-boiled, I can't decide. Oh, my. Cheryl Drayson likes poached. Ugh. Isn't poached like when you tried to fry it, but you dropped it in the water by mistake? That's probably how they invented poached eggs. Oh, yeah, sure, I'll fry you some eggs. Oh, crap. Oh, shit, I dropped it in the water. The boiling. Oh, wait a second. It's cooking. It's cooking here. Look. Yeah, but it's all watery instead of like fried where it's got some oil on it. Yeah, but this is not bad. What could we call this? I don't know. You pooched my fried egg. Well, maybe you're on this. We'll call it a pooched egg. No. Maybe that sounds kind of dirty. Let's call it a poached egg. Okay. Instead, poached. Zumba Bernice likes it over easy. Megan also likes it over easy. Tosh is hard-boiled if I had to pick just one. Quentin, how does a sealed moist unit like an egg become hard and powdery in the middle when overboiled? These are the questions. He still can't pick just one egg. See, I knew this would break your brain, Quentin. I knew it would. I knew that you just can't color inside the lines and pick one. I knew it from the... Karen says sunny side up. Janine says soft basted. I don't even know what that is. Karen says poached on toast with HP sauce. Melanie Mann Gadsby says sunny side up. I know one thing. It doesn't matter what way you get it. Got to have lots of salt and lots of pepper. Salt and pepper. Here's a question for you. Not anywhere else. How many eggs do you think you could eat in one sitting? If you were super starving, could you eat a whole dozen eggs? Could you eat a dozen eggs in one sitting? Could you eat a half a dozen? So say your favorite is pickled. Okay, so could you eat a half a dozen pickled eggs? You wouldn't take a dump for a year, but, maybe you could pack them away. I'm curious, how many fried eggs could you take down? They're kind of slimy. They're easy going down. I think you could do a half dozen. What? Come on. When I'm at the resort and they're doing omelets, it's been years, but they're doing omelets. It's like two eggs. No, like make it 3 or 4, please. Like, hello, I'm not a child. This isn't the children's menu. Put 4 eggs in there, please. It won't cook properly. Of course it will. Just leave it on there longer. Come on. Quentin says he does 6 most mornings. Yeah, you could do half a dozen. Tosh says maybe if it was deviled eggs, although they're half, aren't they? They're halfers. Heather Howdle likes a poached soft. Ugh. Oh, man. All you can eat eggs. Eggs. Now, eggs on burgers. We've kind of determined that that's a taste to be acquired. I am not big on that. Tried it. It was okay. I don't think I'd be clamoring for it again. I didn't really, I don't know, something about, I like runny eggs on my breakfast. And I like it with sausage, but on my burger, not so much. I don't know. It just tastes a little bit different. Anyway, enjoy some eggs today. Happy Egg Day. Let's get cracking. Enjoy your eggs. Pictures from the weekend. Oh, Trev sent picture into the mailbag, said he can't see the horsies. Are those horses or cows? I don't know. It's too foggy. It's so foggy outside. So still thick fog in Trevor's part of the world, so give yourself extra time if you're hitting the road this morning. This fog shouldn't last long. It was much thicker this morning when I could barely see my backyard. It was really thick earlier this morning. Still in the mailbag, we've got okay, Tosh has got a nature picture for us. Look at the birdie. Look at the birdie that Tosh saw on the weekend. Very nice. What were the kids doing? Oh, they were in the backyard and got connected with the Manitoba Hydro guy. Or was that last weekend? I think that was last weekend's stuff. Seeing the kids, seeing the kiddies, and then we had Road Reverend out doing stuff. The Shayna Strong event was well attended on the weekend. Congratulations to Donna and her crew. Although, as Road Reverend was saying, the wind really played havoc with the event. Let's take a look here. There we go. Shayna Strong. There is Donna right there. She's taking people's money, getting things set up. Yes, excellent. Some of the crew there. Starting the day. Some arm wrestling going on there. Very nice. Thanks for sharing. Shayna Strong on the weekend. And Quentin has sent a video that doesn't seem to want to show me what it is. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's taking time loading. I'll have to circle back on that one. What else do we have from the weekend? Oh, this was from the Kinsman Car Derby. This was the Kinsman Car Derby happened over the weekend, and this is from Brisk's Repair. If you've never seen the car derby in Brandon, they had all these cars lined up and ready to go. I saw that Greg's kids were driving the Tim Hortons one. This is from Brisk's Repair, and this was Saturday in Brandon. Look at these kids go. On your mark, get set, let her rip all the way down the hill. There they go. Oh, right at the bottom there, they can get a little out of control. Control is a big part of this, and these are green vehicles. These are certified Justin Trudeau approved. No gas required. Nope. Look at this. It's just pure gravity pulling these things down. But you can see towards the end, both cars start to warble and wobble a little bit. Oh, yeah. Congratulations to all those who took part in the car derby. Yeah, the video, I can't see it. It came, but I don't know, Quentin. It got caught up in something. So thank you for sharing the car video. We have a video from, this is some pictures from the Kinsman Car Club. Oh, here's a champion here. Look at this guy. Off-the-wall signs and Richardson Pioneer. The Road Rebels car. Oh, man, it was a beautiful day for it. Beautiful day for a car race. These kids had fun. Good times. Big trophies. Good amount of spectators here. Usually the cops are there with their radar detector. Then they can see how fast some of these cars go. Whoa, these guys are ready for politics. I think I think this is an old picture of Pierre Poilievre and Justin Trudeau way back in the day when they attended the event back in 1975, and they're getting along. Look at them in their ties there. Holy cow! Oh, and there's all the cars all lined up. There's a lot of time and effort put into these cars, I'll tell you. A lot of fun. Good job. Bloombox car there. The Crime Stoppers car with with the jail bars. Wheat King's car looks pretty good too. Very cool. On the Flintstones. That's awesome. That is awesome. Everyone had a good time at the Kinsman Car Derby in Brandon on Saturday. And then there was Touch a Truck. That is where everybody gets together and they take a look at some of the big machinery that they've got at the Keystone Center and Alternative Choice or Alternative Landscaping, a big supporter of this event. And they had all their big trucks there. Take a look at this. Oh, man, good crowds and lots of people playing in the sand and then touching trucks. Now they have everything from fire trucks to loaders and excavators and seeing them in action. Lots of grunting going on. Oh, big trucks, big trucks. Look at the crowds. Great afternoon. Yay, waving. Yay. I want to grow up and drive one of those trucks. I want to dig big holes in Dad's backyard, make a flower bed for Mom in one scoop. So, yeah, there were trucks driving around, there were little cars driving around, and that's kind of what was going on this weekend in our town. And this week, it's the summer fair that's happening. So, let's see if that video loaded. Yeah, it won't load for some reason. That is bizarre. I don't know. Sorry, Quentin. It won't come in for some reason. All right. What is next on the show for you this morning? Okay, so we talked Oilers. We talked the Kiwanis Car Derby and Touch a Truck. Circling back to hockey. Hockey fans will enjoy this. Boy, you can't have these hockey players go into modeling after they're done their hockey careers. It is pretty disastrous. When these guys are done playing hockey, I'll tell you. Lots of teeth missing. Lots of teeth missing. And lots of scratches and dents on the old noggin. We'll take a look at that in just a second. First, I want to tell you that Epp Law Office is the perfect place to go see if you're buying or selling a home and you need some legal assistance. They're also especially helpful if you are redoing your wills or you have somebody in your family that wants to revisit a will, or maybe you don't even have a will. Maybe you've just got questions about how that all works and, how that all gets executed and so on. You're going to want to call the crew at Epp Law Office to get all the details on that. They're super helpful, super friendly, and no obligation required. You just got to give them a call, send them an email at Epp Law Office. They'll also help you if you're looking at moving your business from like a sole proprietorship or maybe a partnership you want to incorporate. They can help you with that too. Epp Law Office, you can find them at 642 18th Street, Unit A, across from the RBC on 18th Street. Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express. While those little carts at the Kinsman kart races didn't need oil, your car does, and it needs to be changed regularly. In fact, you have to inspect all those fluids to make sure that your car is going to run smoothly through the summer, and that's what your Certified Service Express oil change will do at Murray's, 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. Again, you can check out the live cam at murraychevbrandon.com. See if there's a line up there. If there isn't, scoot on over there real quick. Get in one of the service bays. They'll get you in and out in a flash, and you'll be helping out Bear Clan, Helping Hands, and Samaritan House at the same time. Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express. You'll find them at 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. As the Keystone Center gets ready for its 50th birthday party, I saw yesterday that they had announced that Curtis and the crew at Kuiper's Family Bakery are donating all the hot dog buns to the big 50th birthday party. They are so community-minded. You know, Kurt and the crew at Kuiper's Family Bakery not only have the greatest buns, bread, cookies, cinnamon buns, all baked goods in the province, but they are also super community-minded when it comes to donating to things such as the Keystone Center Party. Why don't you drop on by and get your hands on the cheddar biscuits? I had some of those on the weekend. We did up some chicken on the weekend. I got to have biscuits with my chicken, and they had cheddar biscuits. My family went berserk. They're like, where did you get these? And I'm like, where do you think I got them? Kuiper's Family Bakery. They're like, we've never had these before. We've had biscuits before, but you got to go in and try the cheddar biscuits. I hope they have some for you because they fall apart in your mouth. They just melt in your mouth. It's incredible. Boy, their baked goods are fantastic, whether it be the cheddar biscuits or the loaves or the cookies or the cinnamon buns. Check them out at 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner beside Tasties. Kuiper's Family Bakery, and look for those hot dog buns at the Keystone Center's 50th birthday party. Look at this guy. So this is Jacques Plante. Oh, and look at his face. It's a mess. Oh, my God. This is obviously before hockey helmets were invented. Jerry Cheevers in his famous goalie mask, painted with stitches because, well, that's a kind of a recreation of what is underneath that mask. Stitches all over his face. Matthew Barnaby wore a silver tooth with the Buffalo Sabres logo on it during the 1997 playoff series against the Flyers. He's the best looking one probably in this bunch because he doesn't have the pumpkin face going on. Look at this guy. Bobby Clark. Holy man. Who needs a 5-hole when you got a 10-hole right in your melon? When he's doing interviews, he's talking like this. The game was really good. Can't wait to play the next team in the playoffs. Whoa. Dentists love hockey. Rangers defenseman Lou Fontianato after a fight. God, his nose is completely smashed. Bobby Hall with no teeth. Bobby Clark again, and he's got... This is like the movie Slapshot, for God's sake. There's blood coming out of his face. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. What is this? Boria Salming? Took a skate to the face? Oh, my God. Hockey is awful. What has gone on the ice, guys? What is happening here? Look at this guy. Franken-hockey player. This is Terry Sawchuk, the face of a hockey goalie before masks became standard equipment in 1966. Can you imagine standing in net, taking shots at 110 miles an hour straight to the face? You kind of have to be a little bit nuts to do that. I'm not going to lie. Oh, I certainly will. That's not for me. Not for me. There's Solming again. Oh, my God. Gordie Howe. I had no idea that Gordie Howe took so many shots to the face. He had over 300 stitches to his face in his career. Oh, there he is. Brought to you by the Canadian Dental Association. Another shot. Oh, my teeth are gone. You know, it's all moms and dads want to have their little boys and girls play up and play professional hockey. And it's because they have the best dental programs. You know, once he's done, they'll put those teeth back in there. Johnny Bauer with his big scar. Oh, my God. These are hockey players with the most messed up faces. Eddie Shore with the big Band-Aid on his nose. Oh, my God. Gordie Howe in bed. So what do you do for a living? I'm a hockey player. I'm laying in bed reading my fan mail. Jeez. This is Terry O'Reilly after a fight. Oh, my gosh. Ryan Getzlaff. Oh, God, that looks bad. Oh, my God. Oof. Chris Neal. That is a guy that this is the face that you make when the person at the cashier till is running your groceries through, and you saw on the display 3 boxes of KD for 99 cents, and they rang them through at regular price. This is the face that you make when you're looking at the cashier. And the beep, beep, beep. Oh, that'll be $17. No. They're on sale. That's a mean-looking guy right there. Patrice Bergeron. Oh, my God. Look at this guy. James Wisniewski. And he's got... Now he's wearing the... That's the thing that happens with these players. They take on an injury, and then the full face mask goes on. It's like, okay, you hit me once, shame on me. Or shame on you. Hit me twice, shame on me. I'm putting a mask on. This is not going to happen again. God, does that look painful. That's just awful. His eye is all red. The bottom of his eye is all purple. Oh, God. Ken Danko. Oh, and then Jarome Iginla. Oh, yeah. There it is. Nothing like a sport where fighting is sanctioned. Yep, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Good family entertainment. Good family fun right there. Take this in the kisser. Yeah, so some of the more attractive hockey players through the years, and some of the injuries and sacrifices that they go through. But in the end, it's all for the glory. In the end, it's all for the victory. And the Edmonton Oilers, you know what? You could have broken bones, bruises, injuries, it all melts away because you're in the final. And Oilers fans, everything else doesn't matter. It all melts away. All the stress, all the drama, all the fighting, all the injuries, it all just melts away now because they're just focused on one more series. One more series to win, and the Oilers become the first Canadian team in over 30 years to win a Stanley Cup, and that will be huge. So hopefully we'll all get behind the Oilers and see them win it all. Let's say goodbye to our friends on TikTok this morning. We're moving over to Twitch, guys. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. For hour 2 of the show for VIPs only, I'm going to introduce you to the first free grocery store in Canada. You heard correctly. This is I don't even know if you could call it a store. Sure looks like one. You walk into it, it looks like a supermarket. But when you walk out, you don't pay anything. And it's not that far from us. And we'll introduce you to the cheapest fast food meal in all of North America. So if you're cheap like me, you're going to want to join us, Joe. We're moving over to Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. But in the meantime, we have to say goodbye. Have a great day. We'll be back again tomorrow for a Taste of Tuesday at 7 a.m. TikTokers. Thank you so much. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Kaboom. And now we move on over to our friends on Facebook and X and YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. We have got to say farewell. Thank you so much, X. Have a great day. We'll be back again tomorrow at 7.